controversial one for you today. This is Ragwort, which is Chacobia vulgaris. There are toxins in this plant which will attack the liver of ruminants. Now, the plant as it grows here is bitter, so ruminants will tend to avoid it. But I have read that if the grass level is low, then horses will start to eat this. And that there are some horses and ponies and whatnot which will develop a liking for it and will then go for it selectively. And that will lead more rapidly to their damage, because enough of this poison can kill a ruminant. So there are people who think this plant should be eradicated altogether. In the big island to the south of us here in Orkney, the island my father called the largest of Orkney's South Isles, there are moths whose life cycle depends on this plant. They will lay their eggs on it, their caterpillars will eat it and pupate on it. So if this were eradicated, that would also eradicate those moths. Now, there are none of those insects native to Orkney, so we don't have any of those in Orkney, but there are moths and flies and things that will eat the nectar of the flowers, and I believe there are beetles who eat the rest of the plant. So just like anywhere, if there is a resource, it will be used. But eradicating this plant wouldn't eradicate any other species in Orkney. I will link to some websites in the description below. Amongst them will be the Rare Breeds Survivor Trust and Friends of the Earth, who each have their own views on Ragwort. I will link to a few others, and if this is a subject you either need to know about or want to know about, you can form your own opinion, because it's not up to me to tell you how to do your own gardening. My own policy in my own wildlife garden is about half and half. This plant is in the middle of my wildlife garden, so for the moment it's safe. I must confess I don't like them growing too large, so it may not survive next year, but there's little ones coming around, so there's always going to be a few of these in the middle of my garden. But this larger plant is nearer the edge of my garden, close to the field owned by my neighbour, where he keeps the sheep and sometimes cuts the grass for winter forage, so hay. So to stop this spreading into his field, this poor plant's days are numbered. There you go, it's as simple as that. You have to pull up the root. If I just cut this off, then the root would survive, more plants would grow, and that's not what we're wanting in this stage. This will go into my bonfire because I don't want it in my compost. There you are. That's my take on Ragwort. Please carry on investigating if it's a thing you need to know more about. If you have enjoyed my talk about this controversial subject, a like, a comment and or a subscribe would be very nice. I will be back in a wee while with something more, and in the meantime, have fun till then.